And as a kid, you're like, don't move. She's forgotten it's bedtime. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
Is that
don't
why
move.
you did that?
I'm not even breathing. I'm in the corner. I'm like desperate for a drink. Desperate for a drink. Desperate for a toilet. I'm like, just hold it. Just hold it because she's going to notice. And as soon as she moved a little bit, right, it's time to go to bed. Oh, no, it's not.
Hello, hello, hello.
It's another Thursday.
Happy Thursday to you.
You want a jingle, don't you?
I do. Although I do like our little song.
Yeah.
I do like it. It's like bubble songs. But yeah.
Yeah, Mum wants a jingle.
I know. So anybody out there that wants to write us a jingle.
Yes, let us know.
Cool.
So basically on this episode, we're going to be covering a little bit of Netflix.
Yeah.
So we've entered the autumn season and we're all a little bit more on Netflix. When do you normally watch Netflix?
I normally, my hibernation period, I call it.
Yeah.
When I just like to come in at night, close the doors, that's it, we're in, let's...
Hunker down.
Hunker down. Do like a bit of hunkering down. Oh, don't go there. I would say probably starts for me mid to late September, getting into October, definitely.
Yeah, but like what time of the day do you watch Netflix?
What time of the day?
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely from 3 o'clock onwards.
Okay. See, I'm very different because I'm not great at staying up at night.
That's
so
why
like
it started at 3 o'clock.
yeah. So anytime, like if I'm doing my makeup, I'll watch it. Sometimes even really early in the morning. I just have my iPad with me. My iPad just travels with me.
All right,
And I will like, when I'm doing my makeup.
Well, I have to sort of clarify that then. Yes, that I do that as well. My iPad travels with me.
Yeah.
But if it's David and I watching, let's hunker down.
Then you can.
Then, you know, like last year, I wanted to watch all the Harry Potter films because I hadn't watched them.
Right.
So we did that.
Right.
What was I look for?
I'm like, for God's sake, Mum. Right, okay.
So there's
You're
things
not,
like that.
yeah, you're obviously not going to watch it separately.
No.
Yeah,
so we're going to watch it together.
With Jurgen and I, because I fall asleep so rapidly.
Yes.
Because basically, I'll tell you what it is. When I'm not with my husband, so he's like mainly in Germany and I'm mainly in Spain. So when I'm mainly in Spain, I'm like work. And then when I finally get to Germany, I'm so worked out that I can't even like keep my eyeballs open. So when we do want to watch the Netflix, I've been known to last like 3 minutes and I'm asleep. I'm gone. He's like, okay. So then the issue is he keeps going. So during the day, I can catch up with the iPad, the traveling iPad.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter where, if I'm in the kitchen, making some eggs, Netflix. But I love YouTube as well.
Okay.
I do watch a lot of YouTube, like a lot of vlogs. I like a lot of vlogs, yeah.
See, I'll listen to podcasts.
Okay.
But that's more my summer event because that's when I'm out in the garden and things like that.
All right, okay. See, I'm YouTube. I'm like Jonathan Ross show.
Oh yeah.
Graham Norton show.
All right.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh.
See, I watch all that stuff on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so today we're going to be covering some Netflix series or like documentaries that are like hot topic or we've just enjoyed. So recently. We have watched the Charlie Sheen documentary.
AKA Charlie Sheen.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Amazing. Really good.
What did you enjoy about it?
I enjoyed that I kind of feel like it's going to help somebody. So I feel like definitely people, because he's such a big figure, I think a lot of people will look at that and be like, wow, like he was feeling like that, I'm feeling like this, or I just liked his pure, raw honesty.
And how did you first kind of get to know Charlie Sheen?
So the name Charlie Sheen, I remember watching 2.5 Men.
Right.
I think we used to have it on the house.
I used to watch it all the time.
And I think he started becoming like a kind of, I knew something was going on but I didn't really know what was going
Right.
on. Like you would hear things about Charlie Sheen and maybe like cheating and stuff. But then it got like kind of introduced to me through Beverly Hills Housewives.
Yep.
And Denise Richards was on it.
Yep.
So yeah, I kind of knew about it. So it was good to kind of see the documentary and like film myself in, because I'm of the younger generation.
Just putting that out there. Yeah, because the reason I asked you that was because like I've kind of like almost grown up with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
So I've...
Mum and Charlie are like that.
We're like that. We're best buds.
We're like, it's like, she's like, yo, chick.
That's why I put it on airplane mode just now, because he's... No. Because I... You know, obviously he comes from his father was a famous actor and everything like that.
I didn't know that, yeah.
And, you know, I watched like Martin Sheen in The West Wing.
Right.
That's a great one for you to watch. Absolutely fantastic. But it's not streaming on anything. You've got to watch it on DVD. Brilliant. Love it.
Okay.
Old school. And...
Christmas time.
Somebody will write in and say, "Oh, it's actually streaming on."
And actually,
it's on prime time on my Amazon Plus. So. Thanks, you know. So I knew, like, obviously his dad kind of thing, and then, as I say, you felt like you were growing up because he was part of, you know, the sort of young ones that were coming out, you know, and all the rest of it. And he was in a film called Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I loved that film. Got to watch that. That's a point.
Christmas time.
And yeah, I was really interested to sort of see how honest and how true it was. And I couldn't believe how he just laid it out there.
He did. He was like super raw. It was really interesting. I can't believe like how much drugs he was doing.
Unbelievable. And lived.
I know.
And love. That's the thing that, you know, they talk about, you know, a cat's got 9 lives. He's got 9 lives.
So see his recent ex, who's also like an addict. She's a bit nuts.
She's wacky. Because she's still in the process.
Thought so.
Yeah, we're still doing.
I think I've seen her in like the Real Housewives or something. I've seen her in something.
She's definitely been in some, because I thought that when I seen her, because when they showed you pictures of the two of them together, she had darker hair.
Yeah.
And now she's got blonde hair.
Yeah. And I was like, I recognise her.
And I was like, I did the same. I thought, oh, I recognise you now.
Yeah.
And I thought, what have you been in? But I don't know, because I've not Googled it, but she's still in the midst of the madness, you know?
Yeah, because she even like slurs when she talks.
I know, because I think if I'd like to watch it again, I think the interviewer kind of asked her, you know, are you sober just now? You know? So
he was an alcoholic. He was a drug addict. And then they said he was a sex addict.
Yes.
Well, that's what I... On an interview afterwards that I watched with Piers Morgan, another thing I watched on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
He's great.
I know.
So he did an interview with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
So what was quite funny was on this interview, Piers was interviewing Charlie, and Piers was saying, actually, I'm going to tell you something. Years ago when Piers interviewed Charlie, Piers asked him, are you sober, or are you, I don't know, drug tested or something? And Charlie was like, yeah, I've just been tested 2 days ago. And he then went into his back pocket and brought out the test results. So Piers was like, okay, I'm assuming, you know, this is accurate. So, you know, you're not on drugs or anything right now. And Piers then said that after the interview, Charlie signed the drug test, but signed it saying, Piers, let's get wasted. And then, I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's not.
Funny now. It's only because the guy survived it all. You know?
So Piers actually has that framed in his bar in his LA house.
Flipping heck.
It's quite funny. But at the time, like if someone's like serious about being sober and writes that, you're gonna know it's not gonna end up good.
No.
You're like,
no.
Well, you're kind of playing at it.
I think what surprised me was that obviously over the years you hear stories and there was stuff reported in the papers, and I think for me was when news is reported, say in America, by the time we get it in the UK or Europe, you know, it's diluted down so much that you're like, oh well, okay, it was that happened, and a lot of it you don't get to hear about.
Yeah.
And what really frightened me was how much, not frightened me, but you know, I was amazed at,
Like opened your eyes.
was especially when he did his tour and he was out. I mean, Jesus God.
Winning.
I know, we're winning, you know, and you're like, wow, you're absolutely.
Oh my
and
God.
he was,
The winning
his ego was enormous. I mean, it filled this room.
Mm-hmm. I think what's a shame is it's a hard one because you've got this person that's really struggling, but then you've got people around him that are wanting to make money from him struggling. And they're like, oh, this is great. More. So they're just feeding him more. But then maybe one of them is thinking like, he's not right. But that one person, it's not going to make a difference.
No.
You know, that one person's just going to get like ignored or whatever. I think that it's such a hard thing because it's really like who you surround yourself with.
Exactly.
And that's just like so key.
But I think when you see the interview with him, and obviously when it goes to the part 2 and he's now in recovery, I can't remember if it was 7 or 8 years sober.
Yeah.
And the way he was talking and about how he's cut people out and how he's had to, you know, sort of distance himself from it and everything. Because otherwise, you know, they're going to take him back out again. And there's nothing to say that he will make it back into recovery.
Yeah, so that's what I was, like, one of my questions was, because he's obviously tried to be sober a few times.
Yes.
I mean, how, like, I guess someone just really has to get to, like, the rock bottom.
Yeah.
Before they're like, I cannot do this anymore. Like, I'm done.
Well, I think for me, when you seen the intervention of the family, and he said he walked, you know, his mum phoned him and said, it's Dad's birthday, come here 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And he went, and his brothers and his sisters were there, and, you know, there was a family friend, and there was a school teacher and whatever.
Yeah.
And he sat down in the intervention, and he went to the rehab, and then he kind of said to the nurse there, look, I've got to be in Miami for, or not Miami, it was wherever it was, for the Miss Hawaiian Tropic thing, you know,
Was it a game that was...
not a game, it was a competition or something, and he was one of the judges. Right. And then he said, but I'll be back here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and if I'm not, I'll give you $1 million.
Oh, shit.
And she said, fine, on you go. And she did it because she thought, well, if you don't make it back, I get $1 million, you know? And he said, you could see her face when I walked in there, and her face fell because he walked in there at 20 to 8 the next following day. But the thing about that is he was doing that for the people at the intervention. Yeah. He wasn't doing it for himself.
Yeah.
And I've heard it said that every person's rock bottom is different. So where, you know, your rock bottom might be seeing a photograph of yourself at a party and you were really drunk and you were wasted or something like that, and that's enough to make you go, I've got to do something about this. Yeah. Somebody else looks at it and goes, so what? That was a night out. Yeah. I've heard people lose their job, lose their family, living on the streets. They've been in jail, and they will still pick up a drink, or they will still take a drug. Yeah. So their rock bottom, I don't know where it is. Yeah. It's frightening. It is frightening. What I found frightening was that he was, I mean, I don't know anything about drugs. Like, we're both the same. We're not, I don't even know what, I think I would know, like, if it was white, what it would be. I guess. Yeah, but I wouldn't know anything else. The fact that he was, like, mixing them and then, like, melting it or something and then injecting it. But that was the other thing, Lauren. because I was talking to David about this, he started off, he was like snorting it.
Yeah.
And then that obviously gets to a point where it doesn't do what it's meant to do or whatever. Then it's, right, he started smoking it. And he got a woman to perform a certain act while he was doing it, and that gave him another high. And then that, sort of wore off. So I'll inject it now.
Yeah.
And you think, and it's that progression.
It's sad.
Like, that's not good enough. That's not enough.
Basically,
that's not enough.
Was his big change when the intervention in the family?
No,
that's what I thought. That didn't work out.
He did get sober for a while then.
Right.
But that soon hit the wall.
Yeah.
Because he went to somebody's house and they had a beer in the fridge and he took that and that was it. He was off to the races again, as I say.
But now he's been sober, I think it's like 9 years.
No, it's not as long as 9. It's either 7 or 8.
Oh, right, okay. I think that, I think the documentary is amazing.
It is. And I thought,
and I think he's definitely have to be really careful, like with his next steps. But I think he's definitely going to get into like acting again or go down that line. I mean, but he needs to be super careful.
Oh yeah.
Especially in a place like LA, where like so many people will be wanting him
to fall,
and just like, I'll get a photograph of it, get a video of it. Like, it's so sad, but unfortunately,
I think the way how honest he was and how he laid everything out on the table kind of thing, and nothing was off limits.
I know, nothing.
It was actually quite refreshing to see somebody like that, because you think, well, hopefully whatever it is you're doing is working for you.
Absolutely.
And,
I just feel like sometimes now, like, I feel like it's getting better. But I think, like, we talk about mental health. We talk about what's that thing that people go on about, ADHD. I feel like that's, like, kind of more normal to talk about. Whereas things like alcoholism, drugs, sex addicts, that's still, like, it's a bit taboo.
Bit of taboo.
Like, let's not talk about that. And I feel like sometimes the help around it isn't, even, like, eating disorders, like, there's no like real like help for this, or there's not really like, I don't know, like like people don't take it super serious. Like, it's super touching serious. Like, if someone came into, like, for example, like there was that girl that came into the deli ages ago and she had an eating disorder. That's like so touchy. It's like really, really like, it's like even to a point, it's like, oh, we're even meeting in the right place. There's food around. Like, like you got to be really careful with your words. Like, people don't take it that serious, I don't think. I
think the thing is, you're right, it's so taboo to say about alcoholism, drug addiction, eating disorders, sex addiction, things like that, because there isn't the same awareness of it, and people just, I wish they'd just stop doing it and snap out of it kind of thing. But it's funny how you mentioned the ADHD one. Is once people get that, we'll hang that label on you, and it's okay to mention it and talk about it. And, why is that okay? But saying the other thing isn't.
Yeah.
And it's so,
I think the world still needs time for this.
Yeah.
But I think in LA, they're more open with these things.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They're much open about these things. However, in LA, it is quite a toxic place where people are like, what can I get? Like, what can you offer me? And that's what a lot of people were doing with Charlie Sheen. They were like, you're not going to offer us a lot if you get sober. So we're going to keep you like this. And we're going to keep winning. I mean, you see those videos of him.
But I mean, even he had to go like that.
He was like, the interviewer was like, do you think you were winning back then? He was like, no. Like, I definitely wasn't winning. So,
must watch. Really good. So if you haven't seen it, do watch it.
It's a 2-part series.
Brilliant.
And it is awesome. I think I might even watch it again. I love watching stuff like this. Another thing we're going to talk about is American Sweethearts. So this is about the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders and what's behind that. Now, we'll separate it into 2 things. Talent, hard work, amazing. Yes, it shows that these girls really work their asses off.
Ambition.
And they don't get paid hardly anything to do it. Right. Fantastic. The part that irritates me, and I'm still like, when are we going to address this subject? Or like, where's the like the big boom of this. It's the woman, I don't even know her name, who's in charge of them. Whatever her name is, need to find it. And she, I mean, there would be like this stunning girl, like dancing and like really giving it her all and like really artistic. And she'd be like, I think she needs to get some highlights. I'm like, who the hell are you?
Do you know
what the hell are you talking about?
Do you know what got me was I watched the first episode of season 2. Having not seen season 1.
Right.
Right? And the opening scene is 2 women sitting at a table. One's looking, that way, and the other one's looking that way. And they're crying. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what am I going to watch? And this is because they're crying because they're going to have to go and cut exactly a couple of girls. And I thought, what?
I think the issue is like this is some of these girls' like dreams.
Yeah.
Right. But then I feel for me, it's like they want these girls to be like relatable and like your kind of girl next door. Well, then stop talking about their weight. Stop talking about their hair. Stop talking about their highlights. Stop talking about their makeup. Just let them be.
Yeah.
Like, can you dance like them? No. So shut up. I would find like it would be, let's say, more okay if it was a girl that was like, she's been an ex-Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. She's been there for 6 years and she knows the game and she's the one that decides. Cool.
Yeah. But somebody who's been through it.
Sorry, Jennifer, your high kick is a little bit low today. Are you? Oh,
I know.
Oh,
I found it. Did you not find it frustrating to watch?
I find it so crushing for these girls. There are like these girls that are like really suffering inside. They must be suffering because they're like watching what they eat. They're competitive every day. They're exhausted. They've got this all in the line. They've got Netflix cameras in their face as well. And then they've got like old Sheena telling them, yeah, we need to cut the hair and lose a few pounds.
I know. Meanwhile, she's sitting there like,
I know.
I know.
No, it really frustrates me. And I just feel like it's such a shame.
I found it difficult to watch also because it then highlighted one girl that had, I don't know what they call it, audition, tried out, whatever it is, last year and got cut.
Oh.
And then she'd returned this year.
Right.
And she said, in the part that I seen, she said, we're walking towards whatever room it was, and when they go into the room, she said, I knew what we were walking into. The other girls didn't. And they walk into a room that it's got a view over the pitch, where the players play and everything, the games are played. And they're all, oh, wow, this is awesome. And this is and what also annoys me is the way that they talk nowadays. It just drives me, honestly, I just can't listen to it. I just want to put my fist through the television, frisbee the iPad out the road, and it's all that, oh my God, you're so awesome. You're like, oh, nobody talks like that, love, The only people that talk like that are people in these programmes.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only reason they get on this, if you are willing to talk like that.
I mean, the thing is,
frustrating.
I think that having like that platform can be super amazing for these girls. I think they should definitely get paid more money. I think they shouldn't. And then, I'm sorry, one of the judges for them to make the team is a freaking hairdresser. I'm sorry. What the hell is that about? You should see them. There's about 15 judges.
Yeah, I didn't.
There's about 15 judges, right? So Shirley and whatever the other one, little team Shirley, those two at the front.
Yeah.
And then they've got like the president of like the Dallas Cowboys. Fair enough. Yep, of course. But then they've got like things like he's a hairstylist, and it's like, what's he got to say?
Where's your qualifications in dance?
Where's your dance qualifications? There's nothing.
But do you not think that that's brought about because they're wanting to make a programme and they're wanting it to have a bit of bitchiness about it and all the rest
but
of it.
I just think they need to be really careful with these girls. Like, really careful.
The thing is, ultimately, at the end of the day, you're playing with people's lives. I mean,
it's like your feelings, it's like
your emotions,
everything, like your mental health, more importantly. I think it was funny because when I went to go and see the Lakers, they've got the Lakers girls and they come out and dance. And I was actually quite like, I was like, all right. And they had like baggy cargo pants and just like a little top. And I was expecting them to be like, you know, little skirts and da-da-da. And I was like, oh no, that's quite cool. They're like modernizing it. I don't feel like we should get rid of that stuff because I think it's fun, especially like in American sports. I mean, I can only say I've only been to one Lakers game. We were going to another one though. You're coming. So, but it brings like a coolness to it. But I think like, why not have, instead of like one team where you have like, I don't know, 20 girls, why don't you make it 60 girls and they all have a little chance to like, oh, this week I'm in. You know, like, why not make it like that and spread the love and don't make it so serious? And it doesn't matter if her high kick's a little bit off. Maybe like she's got her period. Give her a bloody break, Shirley, because you're on menopause. So just chill out. Whatever her name is. I can't remember her name. Who cares?
I found it too frustrating to even go past episode 1.
Oh, there you go. Join Hustle Matcha Miles, our social 5K run club with Coach Jordy and wellness entrepreneur me, Amy Lauren. For details, follow us on socials. Okay. There's a thing called High on Netflix. And this is a documentary about the two girls. One was Irish.
Another one's Scottish.
Well, she's Scottish. Okay. One was Irish, one was Scottish. They were working in Ibiza and they basically got themselves into with the wrong people and they got offered money to go and pick up drugs. But they were kind of naive and didn't realize that the drugs were in Peru, and the drugs were 1.5 million pounds of drugs.
The street value of it. The street value of it was 1.5 million. It was 12 kilos they took.
Yeah. So they were used to just dealing a little bit of packages in Ibiza, but not used to this. So basically, one of the girls, I think her name was Michaela. Michaela, it was meant to be first that she was meant to be going to Barcelona. And then when she got to Barcelona, she went to this house and found out that she was going to be taking a flight somewhere else to get the package. And she just was told it was a package. And before she knew it, she was on a flight. She didn't know where she was going. Was it Lima?
Yeah.
And she'd never heard of, I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't even know where Lima is. If I was in a plane and they went, you're going to Lima, I'd be like, where's that? I'd be like, is that Portugal? So she was like, Lima. And she didn't know where she was going until they were taking off and she seen the map on the TV screen. And she was like, oh, shit. So when she landed, she was met up with this other Scottish girl and they were to go and get the package. And they just found the thing really weird. They had to stay there for like 2 weeks, I think it was. She told her roommate in Ibiza, I'm going for the day to Barcelona. She got her phone taken off her by these guys. She had like zero contact with anyone. People were starting to panic. She was away for 2 weeks. They said, you got to pretend that when you're in Peru, you're having a great time, like you're on holiday. You've got to take pictures. You've got to go on hikes. You've got to do sightseeing, blah, blah, blah. And then they got the package and it was 12 kilos.
But it was all parcelled up in different things.
Well, no, they put it in porridge boxes, no?
That was it, the porridge boxes. Yeah.
And then they obviously got stopped when they were in Lima airport. And they ended up, Michaela ended up in a jail for 6 years in Peru. And it was an absolute hellhole. The documentary is so, I think it's such a good one, especially for like younger, girls to watch, because you don't know, like you're getting into these things. Like I know somebody, you know this person as well. I don't want to say their name in case they're like, Laura. But she was working in Magaluf years ago.
All right.
And there's a thing that she was telling me, like she would get paid to hold cash on the strip. So like, let's say there was guys like these, I don't know if it's guys, I don't know the full story, but there's someone like dealing on the strip of Magaluf and they've got like 900 euros on them.
Right.
They'll give it to her to hold.
Okay.
So that when the police do come, and the police would normally check the guys, they wouldn't check the girls.
All right.
Then they wouldn't get the cash taken off them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's what it starts off with. And then before you know it, you're like on a flight to Peru. You never know.
No,
and that person that we're talking about is an intelligent girl.
I think I know who it is.
So it can happen to, like, before you know it, it's just like, oh, it's just a little bit. Oh, it's just this. It's just a little envelope. It's just a small package. It's just.
I mean, the thing about the documentary is it sort of focused on the Michaela girl.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's, you do, I remember sitting there thinking, oh, you're not that stupid. Nobody's that stupid.
Yeah.
But it's just like you're saying, you know, it's hold this, you know, keep it, you know, just take that home, you know, do this, and it'll be small things, but before you know it, then it does become the big thing. And, you know, it must be, you know, the situation that girl's story is, you know, it's just unbelievable. But it's amazing how she's come from that, turned her whole life around.
Completely around. And she's married. She's got twins. She even when she's a great girl because when she was in that prison, she was like, I'm going to go mad in here. I'm going to go mad. Then she realized that she could make money in prison.
That's right.
And she was like, I'm going to make enough money so that I can get my court case heard sooner. So basically she was into like doing like hair and nails and stuff like that.
Eyebrows and eyelashes and all that kind of stuff.
Maybe not eyelashes.
Maybe not eyelashes, but
I'm sure she did hair and stuff. So she basically made a business in the salon doing the women's like hair, eyebrows, all this like beauty stuff. She was like, I would do massages, I would do whatever. And she just saved up all the money and got the hell out of there. It's amazing. But she did say like she would never change that experience. It's made her who she is.
That's the thing, you know, everything happens for a reason. And okay, that is pretty wild. But at least she's taken a positive out of a negative situation.
Oh my God, absolutely.
And I think her telling her story is, you know, it's very brave of her to do it, you know, because I mean, she doesn't like have her face digitalled out. No. She doesn't change her name or anything like that. I mean, you can Google her and it comes up her story and everything. And, you know, I think you've kind of got to go, do you know what? You were stupid, you know, and I think she'll admit to herself she was naive.
I know, but the thing is, she got herself into a situation of, oh, it's just a little of this, it's just that, it's just that. And then you're in with the wrong people. Like, what could she do? She had no phone. She was in with these like bad guys.
I know, I remember.
Then you're like, there's no, like, I can't, where's my way out? You know, like, where do I start to tell the story? Believe me, we've all been there in different things where we're like, whoa, how the hell did I get here? Like, how did that happen? You know?
It's a good watch, you know.
Definitely a good watch. Another one is Con Mum.
That one's deep. That one is deep.
No, I watched it a while ago. You need to remind me.
Right. Well, I've watched it just the other day there.
I watched it 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I've just finished watching it actually. This chap's 45.
Yeah.
He was born in Germany in a British army camp.
That's right.
And it doesn't say, it just said for whatever reason, he was fostered. And then his foster parents, I don't know whether they adopted him or not, but anyway, they brought him back to the UK and he was brought up and he met his partner and they had a love of food and he became, you know, a chef and he was I think he was a Michelin star chef or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
You know, pastry chef was his kind of thing. And he was on TV as part of...
Oh yeah, that's right.
The junior version of Bake Off kind of thing.
Right.
And very successful. But there was always this niggling thing that, you know, kind of wanted to know who his mum was and everything. And he did a search kind of came to nothing because it was very apparent she changed her name and different things like that. That was it. Left it.
Then he
Until
received an email.
Out of the blue, he got an email.
From his mum.
His mum.
And the mum, I just didn't understand. Because I can't remember. Where was she getting her money from?
Well, basically, what she was doing was...
she was conning people.
She was conning you.
Yeah.
And you were giving her money.
Yeah.
So the money she was getting from you, she was then coming to me and spending it on me.
Yeah.
But then she was conning me and taking that money to con the next person.
Yeah.
And that was, it followed that series of events.
That's right.
That was how she did it.
So this woman, that was his mum, conned the hell out of him.
I mean...
he lost everything.
You're not... big style, he lost everything.
I think he even lost his wife,
He did.
Such a shame.
But it wasn't just a couple of £1,000.
Oh, no.
It was... With him, it was something like 300,000.
Mm-hmm.
There was another guy, it was, it was...
Yeah, like 500,000.
It was ridiculous. And because she lived this life of 5-star hotels, champagne and caviar, buy you a Land Rover.
Yeah, it was. She basically pretended to buy him a Range Rover.
That's what it was.
And then he found out that he was actually paying for it.
Well, what she did was she paid the deposit of it, which was something like 4,000. And then I'm having, because it was in the midst of COVID time,
right?
And I'm having a bit of difficulty moving my money because of COVID. Great get out clause, isn't it? The clause, the good old,
She was pretending that she was dying as well.
Oh, she only had 6 months to live.
Oh, yeah.
And why is it always 6 months and never 9 months or 3 months? How is it always 6 months?
Round it up 6 months.
Yeah, we'll just make it the good old 6. And so she paid the deposit for this car, and then he had signed something and he was paying the monthly payments after that.
That's right. No, it's sick.
It was...
And the fact that that's his actual mum.
I know. I just found it heartbreaking.
His mental health must be nuts. Something that is coming up on Netflix very soon, which I cannot wait. Actually, I'm going to see when it comes out. The Victoria Beckham documentary. Mm-hmm. I'm really looking forward to that.
I hope it's on a similar kind of vein as the David Beckham one.
Well, I hope it's not too similar, as in it's like, we've seen this.
No.
It's coming out the 9th of October, so it'll come out next week.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
But
Can't wait.
But the thing is, what I meant by that is, I hope it's honest and it's not all one just photographs of her, because I don't want to just see photos, because I've seen them all, because we all know. I want to see her. I don't want to see a photograph of her, because she always looks dour, she's always looking down, she's always walking somewhere, she's always like,
But I think so I seen a little bit of it, like a little trailer.
Oh, did you? I haven't.
And she was basically saying that she's like that because it's like protecting herself. She said at school she was really bullied. And...
We'll talk about that. Let's hear that then.
That's I think she will. I think she will talk about that. Mm-hmm. I watched last night. It's called The Greatest Showmen, and it's about Eddie Hearn. Yeah, Eddie Hearn.
Is that the guy's name? Right.
Yeah, the boxing promoter.
Right, you said this to me, but
right.
I mean, it didn't.
Mega Sports in it.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because Conor Ben is signed by...
Oh, this guy, this promoter.
You know this. It's called Matchroom, The Greatest Showman. And Matchroom is the... it says here, as promoter Barry Hearn ponders his...
Not Eddie.
Yeah, but his son Eddie is determined to prove himself, right? So it's Barry and Eddie. And basically, they've got this huge promoting business. It does I didn't even know, darts is huge.
Oh, it's massive. Absolutely massive.
But it's they go the pints of beer that they all drink at this dart thing.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, even the dartmen are banging back beers.
Aye.
It's the most bizarre thing ever.
I don't know. I think it was David was flicking through the channels this time, and there was a darts match came on. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember. We started talking, and this is on in the background. And I suddenly kind of looked at it and I went, it's full.
It's full.
It was.
So the darts makes more money than the boxing.
Really?
Because it's like full of your like, let's have a like bevy and get drunk and bet on it. And you should see them all turning up to this darts thing with like costumes on.
Oh, that was
dressed as stuff. Yeah.
They were all dressed up. Yeah. And they were all cheering on. And there was teams. They were doing, it was like a pair. So there was like a pair from like England. And then it was a pair from like China.
Oh.
And I'm like,
no.
Didn't know they know
it goes
about that there. You know?
Nuts about it.
It's crazy.
So this matchroom, they have like snooker is a huge thing.
Right.
Snooker and pool. The snooker is massive, like bigger than the so darts and snookers are bigger than boxing. They make more money out of that.
I'm amazed.
So at the snooker thing, they basically have like these tournaments, and they just all like bet on it, and they're like nuts for the bloody snooker. I couldn't even whatever. I couldn't even tell you anything about it.
I remember it way back when I was younger. They would have, you know, the snooker was on, you know, and there was a guy called Steve Davis. He was a big famous one.
Oh wait, I think he might still be.
And
I think he might be.
Well, when you play snooker, there's, I think, I don't know how many, there's something like 10 red balls or something like that. And then there's like 7 coloured balls. So you've got to pot all the red ones, and then you have to pot all the coloured ones in a certain sequence.
If
you do it on the
Steve Davis, he's on it.
Right.
He's on it as well.
Well, he did what they call a 1-4-7 break.
Yes. Right, 147. What the hell is that? They talk about this in the documentary.
So basically what it is you have to pot the red ball,
right,
and that gets you 1 point.
Right.
And then you pot the black ball, and that gets you
4.
7.
All right.
Right, so that you get 8.
Right.
And then you've got to, so every time you pot the red, you have to pot a black. And that builds up your score. Then you go to the top line, and it's something like a blue, a red, a blue, a yellow and a brown in the top line. Then there's a green, a pink, and you pot the black one last, and that gives you 1-4-7. How do I know this? Because we all watched it when we were younger. Because you've got to remember, I didn't have Sky Telly.
Jesus
didn't have
Christ,
Mum. So
you
watched it. And Steve Davis did a 1-4-7 break, and it was massive. And he got a number plate on his car.
Yeah.
It was SD, his name, Steve Davis, 147.
Right. Would they talk about this 147 thing?
Right.
Right. So now.
Okay.
So, what's his name? Barry Hearn and Eddie Hearn.
Right.
They have, the family company is called Matchroom.
Right.
And they have people like your Conor Ben.
Okay.
That's why the Netflix series goes to Mallorca and shows Conor Ben working out in Megasport, is Mallorca home, takes behind the match of Eubanks, which, by the way, the rematch is the 15th of November, and I think we should go.
Well, I can tell you right now, no, I'm not going to that.
Why?
Anyway, no.
Oh, Mum, you'll love it. It's not about the boxing. It's like the glitz and glam before it.
Right. Okay. Well,
it's like who's who. Mm-hmm. It's like all the
we can't go because we've got a trip planned.
Oh shit! Is
yes.
that No, wait. When do we leave? Though we leave in the 17th.
I'm not.
Perfect.
I'm not going. I can tell you right now. I'm not doing that and that.
I'm dragging somebody to it.
Well, you drag somebody
because it's getting. I want to see it.
Right.
It's going to be good. So basically, they look after like that. Him. They look after Anthony Joshua.
Oh, quite heard of him.
Yeah, quite a good looking boxer. So basically, Barry Hearn, he's the older dad.
The dad.
And kind of passing it down to his son. And Eddie's like super into the boxing, even though the boxing makes them less money. Okay. So if you look at any of the videos of Conor Ben and that guy, I cannot stand that Eubank guy. Do not even get me. It just, the guy winds me up. I mean, I watch the stuff on YouTube and I'm like, even the way you talk.
But he's doing that deliberately. Deliberately.
I couldn't. I couldn't deal with the guy, man. Honestly, I couldn't. I would just be like, would you hurry the up and finish the goddamn sentence?
But he's doing it for a reason, and it's a stage thing, and it's a presence, and it's getting everybody talking about.
He's like, honestly, like a little mosquito. Right, you know those mosquitoes you get during the night, and you're like, you're sleeping, and you're great, and then you just hear like, bzzz, and you're like, oh. And then you're like, okay, I hope it's gone. And it comes back. And then you got the lights on. Then you're like trying to find it. That's him. That's Chris Eubanks. He's a little mosquito. Mm-hmm. He is. Don't like him. Anyways.
Now you've got that out your system.
Now I've got that out my system. Ben, if you need backup, just let me know. So basically, during any of the press conferences or the kind of build up before the fight, Chris Eubanks... Mm-hmm. slags off Eddie all the time.
All right, okay.
So basically they've got their promoters next to each other, and it's basically fighter, promoter, fighter.
Yeah.
But Chris is like, I like to sit nearest to my opponent. Oh, just sit down. Shut up. Just sit down. Just with your Louis Vuitton jacket on. So he wants to mix it all up, and at any time Eddie Hearn wants to talk or say anything, he's like, oh, we don't want to hear from you.
I remember that then.
Yeah, because I showed you it on YouTube.
Yes.
Right.
So
yes.
I now do know who the champ you're talking about.
Yes.
Right, okay.
So there's now this new guy in the mix from... No, it's not Abu Dhabi. Tell me somewhere else.
Dubai.
Very close. Saudi Arabia.
Thank you.
There's a new guy. He's a sheikh. And they call him His Excellency.
All right.
Now, this is the guy's name.
Okay.
His name's Turkey something. His name is His Excellency Turkey something. Right? And
call him Turkey Joe.
Right, and Turkey Joe is putting in money to these events. So going back to your snooker, there's now a ball that's now gold.
Of course there is.
And if you get that in the hole, you get £1 million. So Turkey Man, is wanting to buy Matchroom from...
Eddie and Barry.
Thank you. Oh. Go and watch it, guys. It's amazing.
I don't know that I would watch something like that, only because I'm not that into those sports.
Neither am I, but Mum, it's so interesting. And it's kind of comedy. And twist this one.
Okay.
Right. Now, the dad's name is?
Barry.
Right.
I've never watched it.
I'm so bad with names, right? Eddie...
son.
Is Connor's Ben's promoter.
Yeah.
Eddie's got another guy, we're just going to call him John, I can't remember his name,
right,
who helps him. John is going out since 9 years with Chris Eubanks' sister. Get that? No, but get that. Imagine you're Connor and your promoter's assistant or whatever is going out with your opponent's sister. It is brilliant. Watch it.
That's almost got a better plot than half the soap operas that are on the telly.
I know, like EastEnders, bye-bye. Is EastEnders still a thing?
Yeah.
Is it? Dum, 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 dum. Do you remember we used to watch that all the time? EastEnders, 8 o'clock. Shh. I'd be like, right, Mum's letting me stay up. Right, shut up. EastEnders on, shut up. And as a kid, you're like, don't move. She's forgotten it's bedtime. Don't move. Is
that why you did that?
I'm not even breathing. I'm in the corner like that. I'm like desperate for a drink, desperate for a toilet. I'm like, just hold it because she's going to notice. And as soon as she moved a little bit, right, it's time to go to bed. Oh,
for?
Anyways, guys, so that's our little Netflix
I do
thing.
like Netflix.
Talking of Netflix, it was so funny. The other day, I was at I haven't told you about this, so I can semi-tell the story, just in case the person watches the pod.
All right.
But I'm also not that bothered. So basically, I had hired a photographer to come to a match a day. And they showed up with like that. And I'm like, oh, right. Have you not got a camera? No, just an iPhone. So I was like, right. So I got a bit disappointed with that. Then later on, I had to film for the water company. And oh my God, when I walked out in the street, they'd so much camera equipment.
I know, I've seen it.
I was like, guys, is this all necessary? So it literally looked like I was filming a Netflix documentary. People in the street were like stopping, staring, taking pictures. I was like, this is great promotion for my business. I'll just stand out here with a camera. It's the same when Amanda comes. People, oh, what's that?
I know.
I'm literally just going to stand with a camera outside the door.
You look at how many times we've been places and we've seen somebody with a camera and we're like, who's here?
I know. So, coming soon on Netflix. The girl behind the bikini, just Amy Lauren. I think that's actually...
That would be hilarious.
I think I could.
You could actually. How many situations have either you been in or you and I been in and we went, we need a camera crew?
Yeah. It would be a lot of work though.
Oh, I mean, it would.
It would be a lot of work. It'd be a lot of work.
It would take over.
Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. So flick over to Netflix and get watching those programs. I would definitely, The Greatest Showman for me was great. And the Charlie Sheen one, definitely.
Charlie Sheen's good. Yeah, definitely.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. If you want to give us a little follow on Instagram, it's just Amy Lauren and just Moma Jenn. And we'll see you next week for another episode of Trendy Talk. And if you want a little extra special X-rated episode, you can flip over to Patreon, and only for $3.99 you can get that extra 20 minutes. Woohoo! All right, guys, we'll see you at the next one. Take care. Adios.
Bye.
Bye.